Just because your friend tells you, hey, I'm getting rid of my wrinkles, and just because your friend's peptide hasn't killed her or him, doesn't mean it's safe for you to take. Taking peptides when you do not need them can be dangerous, and let me tell you why. So this week, I had a patient come into established care, and she was on injectable copper peptides that she had bought offline, and she was using the same brand that her friend did, and her friend wasn't dead, so she assumed this brand was safe. The problem is this female is 31 years old. A 31-year-old female does not, or a 31-year-old anybody does not need GHK copper peptides. And I'm going to tell you why. Everything in the body is like a Goldilocks story. You don't need too much or you don't need too little. If you do, harm comes out of both scenarios. So whenever you take something that you don't need, you're going to cause a down regulation of your natural receptor. And a couple things are going to happen. It's going to either become dull to the sound of that messenger molecule, such as a peptide, and not listen to your own signals as well in the future. There's something called a ligand that sits on the outside of the cell that functions as this receptor. It can pull it back into the cell. And sometimes this is irreversible. This is where the philosophy or the theory that peptides can cause cancer come from, is when you're overexpressing something that functions as a growth signal, it does have the potential to create cancer. So you don't want to ever start a peptide without the guidance of someone who is formally trained and knows when and how to use them safely. I got my certification from the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine and George Washington School of Medicine, and I learned how to use them safely and appropriately.